Yes, I'm at it right now. Look. Oh, I dropped the combo. Shit. But I hit 11k in third round. Even though this is it. Hold on. Let me take it off on infinite real quick. Because that was still third round with infinite on. Let's see if I do it without third round. Oh my god.
Yeah, do duty.
I got 5k in the first round. Hold on. It's actually more to do the dodge. No! Fucking dodge. I got it. If I do it correctly, I can get 5k in the first round.
Get over here. Get it now.
No. The trick is juggling the guys. You have to just juggle them around. Drop the combo. I dropped the combo again. Yeah, I did. Yeah. One. That's a bad spot. He just had to appear right in front of me. RNG, this will not piss me off today. Got it. Wait, why did combo drop again? Oh, I fucking kicked the air. One. Still dropped it though. But I had 2k with still having 3 guys left. So it's
Also, I figured out what that skull was. You guys. Do you guys know what that skull is? Underneath your health and energy. It's the finishers. There's a key button you can push to do finishers.
Why did I go back? I'm getting this. I had 11k on the third round. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm determined now.
Get over here.
I dropped the combo, I can still do it, I think.
Well, no one sees her at all. They all say she's crazy. Locking rhythms to the beat of her heart. Changing movements into life. She stands into the danger zone. When the dancer becomes the dance.
You just can't get hit. Yeah, 3K on the first round is fine.
Get over here.
Got it. That was it right there. Oh, that was the run. I'm telling you, that was the run right there.
Look at you.
I tried to do the fucking pose. I got too greedy. One more. There we go.
You're gonna get it now.
Why? The weird thing is I'm pressing dodge and it's just like timing just fucking me.
I'll get you. I'll get you.
Review time, review time, review time. Today I have the All-Tech Lansing Wireless Plus controller, Nintendo Switch compatible wireless controller. Now, what I will say about this, or whatever, it'll work just fine 9 times out of 10. But if you're doing motion controls, I only take that with a grain of salt, because this is the only reason I call it off-brand, because it's not officially Nintendo, but it's compatible with Nintendo. It's built for them. And we're also going to talk about the top buttons, because they are not the same as the regular top buttons for the Nintendo Switch. On top of that, you have a textured grip right here. Feels good. On the back, this bad boy right here, if you just zoom in right here, actually says Charge time about 3 hours. Bluetooth 3.0. I don't even know how that's possible in this day and age, but this must be a really, well, it probably can't be that old. The Nintendo Switch is about 7 years old, so I'm pretty sure it was higher than 3.0 7 years ago. But anyway, irrelevant right now. You do get a total of about 15 hours of continuous gameplay. That's not bad. Now, the last controller that I reviewed actually had, and 30 hours of standby time. So I can put this aside now. The last controller I reviewed actually had 20 hours of battery life, and it does pretty well. I like it a lot. This guy right here has 15 hours. Now, my goal with controllers is that I give them to my godchildren and different things like that. I prefer regular controllers, especially wireless, because I don't use the official Nintendo Switch dock. I use off-brand ones. I like them better. Well, it's not so much I like them better. It's just that when you sell Nintendo Switches, you normally want to sell it with the original accessories so you can get the regular price that you're asking for, while I keep the off-brand accessories because it's for my personal use only. So anyhow, you have your USB-C cable right here, as you can see. Remember, guys, timestamps to the video if you want to skip to the part you want to see. Here we go right here. This is actually a 6-foot cord, according to the box. USB-C to USB-A, so technically you could use this hooked up to a PC also, but you do have to understand that there's a certain strength to different cords. So sometimes if you use this and with your phone, it may not sync. You might need a more authentic cable. I know some people have gone through that, so I figured I'd mention that. You have this right here to get some free product offers, which I'm totally not going to do at all. You have your troll stickers, which I like these. Game Zone, low controller right here, all tech line of fire, back from the dead. Wow, okay, cool. And it's another one right here. So I do like these. I'm definitely gonna put these on something. And then you have the home button and your controls right here. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at this, and then we'll talk about features after that. So right here, you have the home button, as you can see, minus plus. I know one of these is actually the, let me double check and make sure. This is a turbo button apparently, and this one is to take your screenshots and your photos. So for you guys that is used to the original Nintendo Switch, screenshot, photos, this right here is turbo. This right here is your home button. So you have a solid home button right here that is big on the bottom of the controller, so you're definitely not going to mess that up. Controllers, the triggers feel pretty good. I mean, not triggers, but the analogs feel pretty good right here. Obviously, using them in real time is necessary to give you guys, if it has any type of lag in it, the controller itself. Does feel a little cheap, obviously, it's $10, but it's solid. Like, I don't feel like when you bend this controller, you try to bend it, it doesn't creak, it doesn't feel like it's going to crack. You can definitely tell that Alltech might have cheap products, but they normally put love and care into what it is that they're actually making, at least in my experience. I don't buy the high-end products. I stay low-end. I use Inland, many different companies, and I like trying out their products. Now, here's the issue. Look at the back of this controller. R1, L1, R2, L2. Guess what? With Nintendo Switch, the buttons say a little bit differently. So while you do have the L and R's, I believe, on the Nintendo Switch, the original controller, I think this would say like ZL or something like that, or ZR or something. It will be a little bit different on the original controller. So as long as you memorize the Nintendo Switch buttons, you should already know the positions of all the buttons. If you don't know that, then you might have a little issue with this controller. You might be wondering, why does it say L2 and R2? Well, it's an off-brand controller, so remember that. On top of that, keep in mind, if you plug this to USB-C directly to a computer, a lot of times these do work right away and allow you to play. So I'm going to actually do that test for you guys also in this video. So we're going to connect the controller the easiest way we can. For you guys that are talking about Nintendo Switch Lites, I want to let you know right now, yes, this can connect, any controller can connect to a Nintendo Switch Lite. Unfortunately, you'll just be looking at that little screen. So, feels good so far. Triggers aren't they're responsive. They don't feel stuck or anything. These buttons could feel a little bit bigger, but it is what it is. Feels pretty solid. I like it. It's a nice looking controller so far. So let's go ahead and actually hook it up to the Nintendo Switch and see what happens. All right, guys, so right here, just so you know, I'm standing right here, of course, so you see my hand waving in the video. Unfortunately, my wife is a little busy right now. So like I said, I have a Switch dock where it looks just like this right here, if you can see it in the video. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the switch on. All right, switch is on. I'm gonna plug this into the dock. Now, for you guys that are wondering what I'm doing, there's more than one way to sync a Nintendo Switch controller. Let me explain it to you. Some controllers allow you to actually plug it up through the USB. Because remember, when it's plugged into the USB in the dock, even the original one too, it's connected to the system and the software. So when you plug up a controller, a lot of times it will automatically sync. So I'm going to try that first, see if it works. If it doesn't, we have to do it the traditional way and put it into sync mode. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. See if it works. All right, as you can see, it is not working at all. The controller obviously works. But what I'm saying is that method of syncing does not work. So I'm going to cut away and we're going to try to do it the proper way with syncing, which is going to the settings and putting this in actual sync mode, which I will show you guys step by step. All right, guys, so we're back. Wave again, so you can see me. Now, there are multiple ways to sync this controller. Now, I'm going to say this real fast and then we're going to do it together. So you have the option to sync to the Nintendo Switch right here, which is hold home button and press B. You have the option to sync to Android controllers, hold home and press Y. You have the option to basically sync to wired PC mode, which you just plug it into a PS3 or different things like that. So you do have many options with this. That's why I said PS4 controllers, PS5 controllers, PS3 controllers, Xbox, they all work for PC just fine. The button layout might be a tad bit different than what you're used to. But again, if you're more comfortable with a particular controller, you do have the option for this one too. So I guess that means I don't have to hook it up to PC anymore. I'll just hook it up to the Switch and call it a day. So for this mode, we're gonna hold B and home button for 2 seconds. But then it says press A to operate. Okay, so do this. I'm gonna hold home. Let me see, home and B with a home and A. I totally forgot that fast. Do apologize, guys. I am sweating. Home and B, okay. Home and B. All right, it's blinking. So it's currently in sync mode. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go to the settings, grab a controller, so I can actually go to the settings and show you how to sync. All right, guys, apologize for that. It was a little delay. I had to run and find a controller. So this is the TV right here. This is my other controller, little one I did another review on. Love this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and go to system settings. Actually, no, I can go to controllers, right? I forget which button it is. Change grip order, I think it is. See, it's connected. Second controller is now officially connected. This one is also connected too. This is first player. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn this off. As you can see, it is currently off. I'm going to go ahead and grab this controller right here. Here's the controller. It's on. Up, down, left, right. And press the buttons, home. Let me hit the home button. There we go. So I hit the home button right here. Took me all the way back. And that is how you sync this one. So unfortunately, this controller can only be synced through the Nintendo settings down here through controllers. You can't just plug it up to a USB. It is a little bit unfortunate, but like I said, it's not life or death. You don't have to worry about anything. So I'm going to go ahead and play a game. Now, when I play the game, it's going to, should I play it on PC? Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and play it on Switch for you guys. But let me just go ahead and go to the settings so I can play something that you can actually see how the buttons work. All right, guys, so for this section of the video, plus an LR right here, so you know the controller's up and running. And what I'm going to do is play a few minutes of Dark Souls, just so you can see that I am, in fact, using this controller. Now, with the Nintendo Switch, even though this is, oh, it switched over to player one automatically for me. Make sure I got that in the video for you guys. Player one, there you go. Go ahead and play some Dark Souls. Press continue. See, this is block, right? Yep. It's been a while since I played this game. I started playing Elden Ring again, and then I decided to start playing Dead Space because you know the Dead Space remake is right around the corner. I think the 27th of this month or something. So definitely going to stream that. No, more like record and less stream. So this is Dark Souls. Just wanted to see how the buttons feel. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and roll. Controller feels good. Like, to be honest, it's very oh, that's my fault. It's very responsive. I'll say that. Like, it feels pretty solid. Now, what I will say about this controller is the clicks are a lot harder. You may ask, well, Ian, what does that mean? Normally, when you use a regular Nintendo Switch controller, the analog feels a little bit smoother. Like, when you move the analog around, these are very, very stiff and very precise. So if you move too hard, your character's going to run rather than being able to walk. I have to put a lot less pressure on my finger to make them walk, which could be a pain depending on what kind of game you're playing, like that involves espionage or something like that. But if you're one of those people out there and you just want a controller to use, you know, you got family coming over, you playing Switch, your kids playing Switch, they might have a friend, or you might have a friend coming over, give them this controller. It's good enough. It does the job. And it feels good. Now, what I will say is that it's a little chunky in the hand, personally. But what I will say, the reason it's chunky is because of the texturized grips in the front. Your hands are right here. So it's very, very comfortable. And even though the controller is very, very chunky, similar to like an older Xbox 360 controller, it looks better than a 360 controller, but it feels like an older controller in terms of thickness. Basically, in my opinion, I like that because it feels like you have more to hold on. So for you guys out there that may get the carpal tunnel hand, the cramping in the hand, I'm used to the controllers this size. I don't think you're going to have any cramping. Though what I will say is that, you know, it does feel like a cheap controller. I'm not going to sit here and act like this feels like $1 million. It doesn't. Was he not going to do that? Kind of disrespectful. Oh, I'm dead. I didn't know that I was dead. So, like I said. Whoa, got burnt up. Got toasted. All right. So yeah, everything feels fine. It feels good. Even a stiff game like Dark Souls still feels smooth. The commands of moving the buttons left and right feels great. I don't have any issues whatsoever with this controller. Feels great. Feels really good. So let's go ahead and pretty much close out this video and talk about if this is actually worth purchasing. So I'm going to answer the question. Let me get that, scoop that out of here. Is this product actually worth the asking price? $10, 1,000%. This is 1,000% worth $10. Now, there's a couple things that you need to know. Originally, I was going to hook it up to a PC, but I didn't really find it to be necessary because I gave you guys the instructions in order how to do that. It's just plug and play. You're good to go. The reason these buttons are highlighted the way that they are is a very simple reason. When you hold the home button in B, it allows you to sync it to a Nintendo Switch. If you hold the home button in Y, it allows you to switch it to an Android device. For you Apple users, I did connect it to an Apple device. The problem is I didn't try, I only tried one game, which was Call of Duty Mobile, and it doesn't register under that. So it could possibly work for other games, but realistically, because it doesn't say iOS on the box, I'm going to assume even if it can connect, it's not very compatible. Typically with iOS devices, you got to have a particular device. So, you know, there's that. But for Android users, you're good to go. For obviously PC, you just plug it up to the top directly through USB, automatically connect it. Takes a few seconds to install the software. If you have an internet connection, does it on its own, and you're good to go. Now, also with Steam, for you Steam users, you do have the option. This registers as a, I believe, like a Nintendo
you